with the zoning change.
Mary Davis lives on Westbrook Street in Portland. The open space behind her home is some of the last undeveloped space within the city limits, but that's going to change. Here are the plans for Camelot Farms, also known as Stroudwater Reserve.
I cannot understand why people don't recognize the value of the environment, particularly in our area running into the Stroudwater River. Don't they want to eat clams and lobsters anymore? I mean, Mother Earth should have a vote on this planning board.
Developer Mike Barton tells us he worked with the neighbors to create a plan they would accept. He agreed to preserve roughly half of that open space and make sure there will still be public access to it. But he also wanted a zoning change. The original zoning would have allowed the construction of 83 homes, according to the city. Barton asked for a zoning that would let him build closer to 100. Davis and some of her neighbors fought the zoning change, but they lost.
We have to look at the future of Portland. Do we want to be Brooklyn?
Some of the people living in this neighborhood told us they felt like their last resort was taking this beef to the ballot box, hence Portland Question 2. If it passes next week, it will allow 25% of voters living within 500 feet of a proposed development to veto any zoning changes. That veto can be overruled by 50% of the voters who live within 1,000 feet of the development.
Because somebody has to decide what the future of Portland is going to be.
A handful of people could overturn something that may have widespread support from the city.
Dana Totman is president and CEO of Avesta Housing, a Portland nonprofit. He opposes Question 2 because he says it is undemocratic and would give residents unfair advantages in development decisions.
We could have decisions that are supported by 80% of the population and could be supported unanimously by the city council, overturned by 25% of the people living within 500 feet. And in some of our developments, that's as few as 6 or 8 people.
Totman says Question 2 is reactionary and stems from a handful of residents who looked at plans for a development in their neighborhood and said, "Not in my backyard."
It certainly is, I think, NIMBYism.
I think that's a stupid word, because what they're really saying is, you don't want it in your backyard, I want to put it in your backyard instead of mine.
In Portland, Paul Merrill, WMTW News 8.